Right, we're rolling.
Right.
This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm in a sort of weird location.
Yeah.
I'm where you guys do the Boxing Social podcast. So
Yeah, I'm in. We're in a little hotel room. It's a very small hotel room. It's nice though. Upstairs is nice. We're doing the Boxing Social podcast. Big up Boxing Social.
Yeah.
I give IFL a shout out on there earlier. Got told off, so there we go. I'm gonna return the favour now.
Well, thank you to them for obviously letting us use it. As you can see, I'm joined by Dave Allen. How's everything, Dave?
Really well, thank you, mate. Really good. Had a nice bit of time off after my last fight. Been having a nice bit of time off at first, then put some plans together, and now starting to implement plans, ideas that we'll put together, and getting ready for April. So yeah, been busy and not so busy at different times.
Mentioned April there.
Yeah.
See, April 13th is when Wembley's booked. But a Joshua card, do you think it'll happen, firstly?
I'm not sure what I can't say. Like I said before, if the Joshua fight goes ahead, I'll fight on the undercard of that. Probably Lucas Browne. If not, Joshua doesn't fight at Wembley, which I'm told we'll know very soon. There's a possibility that me and Lucas Browne, if that's the fight, could headline the show elsewhere. So I'm happy, you know. I've just got to get in the best possible condition. I think I'll beat Lucas Browne. So my next fight's a big one, you know, for a multitude of different reasons, you know. The win will be big, but it's more than the win. I need to win. I need to do it in good fashion and show that I'm taking the game serious, which I am now.
Is you and Lucas Browne the main event?
I think on a normal Sky show, I think it could be, because boxing, people always say to me, Dave, he's not the greatest fighter in the world, but in terms of boxing, it's not always about being the greatest fighter in the world. It's about getting bums on seats, and I've been very fortunate that I've got a very good. I still don't like saying fan base. I still don't like saying it, but a good set of support, strong support that come and watch, that actually buy tickets, come and watch at home and possibly in Browne. Yeah, I think it could be. You know, he's a former world heavyweight champion, and I'm just me. But obviously, my last few wins have got me up there. I think I'm 35 in the world with box rate, whatever that means. Not sure. If they're nice to me, I think it's important. If not, I don't. But yeah, I think me and Browne's a good fight. I think it's a good undercard fight on a big show, and I think on a Saturday fight night, I think it could be a main event. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on to you in a second. What do you think's going to happen with Joshua? What's your gut instinct? Will he travel to New York for Miller?
I think he goes and fights Miller in America in June. I think Wilder Fury will happen. I hope that happens. Mm. Preferably, I would like to see Tyson fight at Josie Parker back at the MEN or something. As a Tyson fan, I'd like to see him have another fight, a bit more time. Because the Wilder fight, he was at 60%, I would say. And possibly, he may have won. I thought he nicked it by a round or two. I thought it was very close. But I'd like to see him fight at Josie Parker or something of that ilk at the MEN. But Tyson being the man he is, having spoke to people around him, I think the Wilder fight's going to happen again. It leaves Joshua in a really difficult position, because the Dylan Whyte fight is a good fight. It's a fight I'd like to see. It's a fight many would like to see. But anyone but other than Fury or Wilder, Joshua's going to get stick. You know, and he's been left in a hard place. I think Team Joshua expected Wilder to knock Fury out with the timeout and stuff, and they thought that the Wilder fight was going to be huge. It didn't work out that way, because Tyson obviously did what he did. So I think Joshua's in a difficult place now. His next move needs to be a smart one, or the public are going to start to, I think, possibly turn him a little bit, because they think he's ducking the challenges. I'm not sure that he is. I'm just not sure that the challenges are big enough. That's not Fury or Wilder that we get the public excited. So
you're right. Before Wilder Fury, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Joshua were talking as if it was a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
We're boxing Wilder next. Where do you think that comes from?
I think the thought Fury was out of the game too long, wasn't ready. And I thought that, but I knew Tyson could beat him at 60%. I knew he could beat him at that, because I know how good he is. But it's difficult now. He either fights, I think personally, I don't know, but I think he either fights Whyte in April or he fights Miller in June in America. It's one or the two. No one else other than them two I can think of would suffice. Good enough. The Miller fight I don't think is good enough. The Whyte fight I think it is the most important. I think sells. So I think it's going to be one of the two. Well, the Miller fight doesn't excite me. I shouldn't really say that. Sorry, Eddie. But yeah, I'm hoping it's Whyte at Wembley. I hope.
Well, for selfish reasons as well.
Well, yeah, you know, I'd like to fight at Wembley. I'd like to do that. But I want to watch good boxing, and Miller Joshua doesn't excite me.
How many rounds does that go, Joshua Miller?
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
I don't think Miller's mobile enough to get out of the way. And if you're a static enough target with Joshua, as he's shown in the past, he'll punch straight through you. And I don't think Miller's up to that level.
If you're correct and Joshua goes to New York and knocks out Miller in 1 or 2 rounds, how do you think that'll go down with the UK fans?
Not very well. We want to see Joshua in good fights. We don't want to see him knocking people over. That's the tool that we've got. You know, the Klitschko fight was outstanding, and after that he was really popular. That's as popular as he's been. And since the Takam fight, underwhelmed. The Parker fight the same. The Povetkin fight he struggled early on. For me, as a boxing fan, them 3 fights are good fights for him. They're excellent. He'll learn out of all of them, and they're all 3 good fighters. But they're just not exciting. They're not very exciting performances. A and B, they're not Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder in the opposite corner, and that's the problem. No problem for me, but when you're paying £20, I want to see him fight Fury or Wilder, and that's where the problem lies, I believe. But I don't know.
Who's number 1 at the moment, Dave?
Joshua's number 1, I think. He's undefeated. He's got most of the belts.
Fury and Wilder undefeated, though.
Yeah, but the difference being, again, you have to. It's not just about boxing ability. Could Wilder fight Carlos Takam at the time that Joshua fought him and sell 80,000 seats? I don't think so. I don't think Tyson could either. It comes down to a lot of talk of 60-40 split, and I don't care about money, so I can't spend Joshua's money. I wish I could. I really wish I could.
We all could.
I wish I could get Tyson's money, Wilder's money, and Josh's money and spend it, but I can't. So I don't care what they're going to get paid. But Joshua's number 1 man because he's got most of the belts, and he's the one who puts the bums on the seats more so than the other 2. So he has to be the number 1 man.
But I'm coming from, let's say Tyson and Joshua got in the ring.
In a boxing perspective, Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight on the planet. I think at 100%. If we're talking about 100%, it's Tyson Fury. But we don't really know until they get in there. Joshua and Fury, if it happens at the right time, if Tyson beats Wilder, he gets the WBC title, that's the biggest fight in British boxing history. So maybe this will all work out well in the end. Maybe we'll go and beat Miller and we'll all be complaining about it, but this time next year we're getting ready for Fury Joshua for all the belts at Wembley. It's weird how things work out, you don't know.
It's quite scary that, Tyson's only been with Ben Davison for a year. You said he was at 60%, and he was that good against Wilder. How many more gears do you think he's got in him?
Oh, many more. I've always said it since day one. I sparred in 2013. August 2013 was the first time I sparred him. And I left and said that's the best heavyweight in the world. He will beat David Haye. So that's who he was going to fight next. I said he would beat Klitschko. I thought he would beat Wilder. Even with the time out, he's exceptional. The talent the man's got is unbelievable. But if Joshua clips him on the chin, if Wilder hits him with the shot like he did last time, again, it's good night, isn't it? Tyson's exceptional, but he's not by no means Superman. No one is. So it's intriguing. It is really intriguing. I just want to see them all get in that. When that feeling when you get when the bell's about to go and you see 2 men that you never thought you'd see in the ring together. I wanted to get that with Joshua and Fury. That's a fight I really want to see one day.
Anyways, forget them. Let's talk about the main heavyweight in world boxing, Dave Allen. Did you watch Lucas Browne's last outing?
I've not seen him boxing still on Whyte. I saw him got knocked out by Whyte. I was there. In his last 2 fights, I'm not sure I hear. I remember the Browne that boxed Chagayev, and that would be the Browne if I boxed him that I would anticipate he's coming in good shape. Chagayev was good, and he beat him. He came off the canvas to beat him. Lucas Browne's a tough man, strong, can punch. He's a little bit better at boxing than he gets credit for. He's basic, but he does them all pretty well. It will be really. He's a former world champion. We're sat here now, and I'm talking like I'm the favourite. He's a former world heavyweight champion. I've not even won any title yet, so I would expect he goes in as the favourite. But with his age, coming off the knockout 12 months ago, it's a fight I expect to win. And like I said, I always speak about fights that I've had. I fought Yoka, Ortiz, Whyte. I wanted to win. I was going to try to win. I thought I had a chance of winning, but I didn't expect to win. And then other fights I've expected to win and I've won. And this will be another one of them.
Did you say you fought Luis Ortiz?
Yeah, I thought I could beat him. I didn't expect to beat him, but I thought a little chance. You always go in there with a chance, because if there's no chance at all, you wouldn't go in there.
No, so did you say you fought him? Because we've heard
I don't know. I
times.
weren't sure if you knew that or not, or anyone watching would know. So, yeah, the Browne fight is one I've been after for a little while. I see it as like a fast track of. I want to get that big name. I've had good fight. The Bracamonte fight was good. I beat Nick Webb, who's been defeated since. I kind of took the shine off it a little bit. Nebo, I don't have that win. I don't have that win that I can, when I'm 50 years old, go. If I say I beat Ariel Lisbon and Bracamonte, and they'll go, oh, that's nice. If I say I beat Lucas Browne, the former heavyweight champion of the world, then yeah, that's what I want. And beating Browne would be nice, and I think it's a fight I can win. So that's why I've gone for that one. Like I have.
Let's go back to Bracamonte. I was sat at home watching you in that fight. Saw your post-fight interview with Coogan. You was obviously pissed off with the performance.
Yep.
How do you reflect on it now?
I've watched it back numerous times since, and certain things I was doing in the fight I was really happy with. I was slipping, I was moving. Everything is there. Like I've always been told by all the greatest box trainers in the world have always said to me that everything's there. You just need to be fit and be this and be that and be that. And yeah. Watched the Bracamonte fight. I was good in spells, and then in other spells, obviously, couldn't breathe for little spells of the fight. He was tough. He was good. He was better than I anticipated. There's no excuse I can sit here and say, oh, this notice, this that notice, but got dragged into a hard fight, set off at a good pace, and I nearly came up short, and that would have been the end of me, I've had other defeats, but it wasn't to an unknown Argentinian, and that's what got me through it. I think at times of that fight I was never close to jacking in, because I'd never jack in, but I was close. I was thinking, am I going to beat this fella? And luckily he slowed down, and my experience came into play, and I old-manned him and got him out of there eventually. And the thing is, the post-fight interview, if the fight would have continued and I'd have got him out there, the referee would have waved off, I'd have knocked him out, I'd have jumped on the rope, I'd have smashed my iron brew together, and I would have been happy. The fact they pulled that in the corner, it was inconclusive and just took the shine off it. But watching it back, I was disappointed in the preparation or whatever else, but I was happy in other aspects, I guess. But overall, it's a lesson learned, but a pretty tough lesson, and one where I realise I can't have too many more of them. Maybe be a little bit more smart and sensible, which I've not been before. So you never know, it might be a blessing.
What's your training situation?
With Mick Marsden, still. I had a few days with Adam Booth. I spoke to Adam Booth. Went down there, trained with him. It was fantastic. I had a great time. People said you can't hack the training. I did great training. I was there for 2 or 3 days. Put a real session in. Adam was impressed. I believe I could have gone train on there. I never really had that discussion with Adam. I think it was a possibility. I think he was impressed suitably enough for me to go there. But I spoke to him and I said, you know what, I want to stay up here with Mick. I want to see where we can get and go to. Eddie's been on the phone and said, look, these bits of your camp I'm not really happy with. I want this changing. And that's going to change. He wants to bring certain things in, and that's fine. I want to keep Mick involved. Winning the British title with someone other than Mick would be fantastic. It'd be great, but winning it with Mick would be, that makes me have thinking about it, because I know it can happen one day. So and that was that. Maybe Adam Booth would have been the correct move for everyone else, but not for me, because I want to stay and see it out with Mick, and that's talking about it. Nothing to do with hard training, nothing to do with that. And the fact is, hard training is not my problem. The fact is getting to the gym in the first place instead of doing something silly, something else that I shouldn't be doing.
So after the Bracamonte fight, how have you been in terms of discipline?
Yeah, good. I'm lighter now than also the Bracamonte fight. I don't know if you can tell. Looking pretty slim. I was ill over Christmas. Fantastic. It was brilliant. I'm really glad I was. Feel good. I feel okay. And with me, it's not really a case of my physical well-being. It's a case of my mental well-being, where I'm at, and I've been good. I'm disappointed after the Bracamonte fight, but I thought, you know what, I'm in a good position now. Sit and wait. Don't fight December 8th. Don't fight December 22nd. Get your head together. Get your ears sorted. Get your eyes sorted. In 2019, have a good crack at it. And my first fight looks to be a big one on a big card. So I'm really happy.
Would you rather have that performance against Bracamonte than Lucas Browne, wouldn't you?
100%. But what I always say to people is, with me, if with that kind of performance, if you are a world-class heavyweight, you will beat me, as has been shown on that kind of performance. And if you're not, I'm going to break down and get to you. So, I honestly think, I said the other day, I think I can be a top 10 heavyweight in the world. And I believe that. And it's nice that you're here today. It's nice that this has happened accidentally, because people are saying you're delusional and whatever else, but I'm number 35 in the world on box rate, granted. I would see people below me, I would think, well, I'm not sure I deserve to be above them, but there's not many heavyweights in the world that are naturally stronger than me, tougher than me, as durable. Naturally, I'm very talented at what I do, punch a little bit, quite athletic. So with the correct training, most people aren't that good, you know.
What's your top 10 at the moment?
My top 10, you're talking Fury, Joshua, Wilder. I find it very hard to envisage that I would ever be big enough to beat any of them. But and then you got Povetkin, Ortiz, Whyte. I wouldn't even have Miller in there. And while I'm not saying I would beat Miller, because right now I don't see myself as...
Is that an option, Big Baby Miller, for you?
You know, a win against Lucas Browne opens all sorts of doors. You know, all sorts of massive fights that I would never have ever envisaged me being in. The Bracamonte fight really gave me more confidence than ever. And for the public paying to watch me and whatever, they won't like what I'm about to say, but to have done what I've done with the limited training that I've done over the years is a scary thing, really. And you know, I know one more bad performance, one more times in a out of shape, you know. I've said it too many times before. It'd be done and over, and that won't be in my hands to say that, because at the end of the day, when the paying public turn against you, it's game over. And at the minute, they're still very much in my corner. But I do know, it will only take one more for that to go the other way. I don't like that, because I want to be liked, you know. So yeah.
So let's go back to the top 10. Fury, Joshua, Wilder, Dylan Whyte, I'm assuming.
Dylan Whyte, yeah, I think so. I think you got Chuck Povetkin in there, Ortiz.
Do you rate Dominic Brazil?
Dominic Brazil, I think, is a handful for anybody. Difficult you throw out. Joseph Parker's probably still up there and abouts. Derek Chisora and Dylan Whyte were neck and neck till the 11th round when he got knocked out.
So you're in your top 10?
I think Chisora's got to be around. On his day, he's a danger to anybody, you know. And then, but the thing is, you can go down. David Price for me is still a very, very dangerous man. Very dangerous. But he probably wouldn't even met most people's top 50, top 100. You know, and you got there's so many very good heavyweights out there. But they're very good. But that's it. There's not many exceptional ones.
Takam we haven't mentioned.
Takam. There's so many of them. And if I beat Browne, I think I'll earn a chance at boxing one of them and seeing what I can really do. I don't want to be involved in boxing after the next 2 years, really, ideally. Because I don't want to be in it too long. I've took a lot of stick already. I'm willing to take whatever when the bell goes, but when I'm not in the ring, I have to be smart and sensible, and I want to come out of it and be able to enjoy the fruits of what I've done. But at the minute, I'm still very much enjoying my boxing, even though the last fight was horrible. It was alright. I did enjoy it. In some sick, perverse way, I wanted it to carry on forever. So I ain't no way getting gun shy yet, not at all.
You're talking to me as if the Lucas Browne fight is done. Is there other options on the table at the moment?
I think the Lucas Browne fight, obviously, I don't know what I can say, and I'm really sorry if I can't be saying this. I'm really sorry. I think the Browne fight is more or less done. I think it's there. I think we're just looking for the venue and the dates we nailed down due to other certain things. I think the Browne fight is done. I think that's been on the internet. Browne said it, and a few other places have come out of it. So yeah, my understanding is that fight is there if we both want it. So yeah.
The only strange thing about that is I've seen loads of things on Twitter about Lucas Browne and Tom Little.
No, you know, I see lots of things on Twitter, and lots of things aren't true. I don't think that fight's a possibility at all. No. Price and Browne, I think, was a possibility. I think that was Lucas Browne's first choice. But he's going to have to fight me first, which I think for him It's an easier fight stylistically. I think it's a good fight. I think me and him will have a good fight. I think we'll knock lumps out of each other, because I'm not going to come to box him and he's not going to come to box me. And I think I'm too fresh for him.
Let's talk about David Price. Let's go back to the Tom Little fight. What did you make of that stoppage?
You know, his back was turned and he got him out of there. David Price is dangerous. David Price is very. I think he's very dangerous. He's probably over 3 rounds one of the best heavyweights in the world. He's susceptible to getting it on the chin and going. He's susceptible if the fight goes past 4 or 5 rounds. You've got to get him past 4 or 5 rounds. You've got to hit him on the chin. You've got to be a good fighter to do both of them. He's not lost to any dumplings. He's lost to a lot of drug treats, and he's lost to the rest have been good fighters. We're not talking worthless heavyweights, but he's lost to good fighters. Christian Hammer's a good fighter. He's not set the world alight, but he's a good fighter. Yeah. The Price fight interests me as well. Beating Browne opens up options like Price. Chisora. I like the Chisora fight. And I honestly believe, on my day 100% fit, there's no man born from his mother that can beat me in a fight.
Did you nick that from Sison?
I nicked the first bit of it, yeah. But I don't believe there's a man on this planet that will outman me in a fight. And that's the kind of self-belief that keeps me going. Can be outboxed, outmanoeuvred, out whatever. I can't be outfought when I'm 100% fit and on my game. But yeah, I'm looking past Lucas Browne, and I don't believe I'll be the favourite going into that fight with the bookies. So if that does happen, obviously, yeah, I look forward to it.
Lucas Browne, David Price, and then who?
You know, Lucas Browne, if that would be a lovely order, I would love that. I want to go to America as well after the Browne fight. If I win the Browne fight, I'd love to go to America. Not necessarily fight Miller. I'll fight some Hungarian or some Latvian, take them over. I want to win over there. I want to meet the ring girls, the USA matchup ring girls. Apparently so. I'm not sure how true that is or how genuine that was. Yeah, I'm not sure how genuine that was. Maybe someone put them up to that, I'm not sure. But I'd love to go over there and do that, that'd be great. And like you say, sometimes on Twitter I get a bit of stick, but really, I'm just doing what I'm doing, I'm just enjoying it. I'm not hurting nobody, I'm just doing what I do. Love to go to America and fight. Love to fight at Wembley. Love to have my own show headline it in Sheffield. I'm just doing what I'm doing, I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting a bit older, I'm nearly 27, am I? Yeah, I'm nearly 27. I'm just enjoying my life, I'm just loving it. I'm doing more. I never thought I'd ever be doing anything what I've done the last 2 or 3 years, so just let me be, let me do my thing, and if I can do it, I can do it, if I can't, I can't, I've got it going. And my next fight, judge me my next fight. You know, you're only as good as your last one, so the people still call me fat, so wait till April and hopefully we can turn that around.
Wembley, USA, your own show, doesn't sound like a bad life.
No, you know, and it's something I never, after my first few fights, I start on the small old circuit off 10 amateur fights. And people can say, oh, well, it's due to people, your popularity or your ticket selling. I could sell in single figures. I was selling tickets in my career. However, I've done it, you know what I mean? And I can fight a little bit as well. That shouldn't be confused with everything else. Maybe I'm not shown I'm a world beater, but I'm definitely not bad, and you definitely have to be pretty good to beat me. That's a definite.
Dave, in an ideal world, obviously you beat Lucas Browne, you get that Price fight, you beat David Price. How far can you go? I
want to win the British title first and foremost. I'd love to win the Commonwealth. They're in my grasp. They're in my grasp right now, I believe. I think I'm British title level. That's what I think I am. I think the bracket, the web, the name of the bracket 185 have cemented that the fact that I'm at British title level now. I've had 32 fights, amateur and pro. You see Anthony Hard saying I've only had 12 amateur fights and whatever. I've had 32 and I've boxed 2 of the top 5 heavyweights in the world, I believe. Getting experience now. I'm nearly 27, 32 fights. I'm getting there. I think I'm British title level. No more, no less. Beat Browne. If I beat Browne, I'm not saying I'm not going to say I'm world level or European level, but I honestly believe I can be a top 10 heavyweight, and by saying that doesn't mean world class. I don't think there's too many world class ones about.
Why'd you beat Lucas Browne?
Too fresh. Would I beat him? I don't think me right now wouldn't beat the Browne that beat Shagev. The me right now beats Lucas Browne right now because he's 4 or 5 years older, and that's why. The best Lucas Browne was a tough, hard man who could punch. He was a little bit quicker and he could land that shot. I beat him now. I know I beat him now. If I didn't beat him now, I'd be fighting Price at the Echo, wouldn't I? I'm not daft. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I'm not. So I take it in the thought that I beat him, but I know I would have 100% to do it.
You keep mentioning Lucas Browne against Shagev. It was a brilliant performance. Do you think there was something affecting that?
Yeah, you know, boxing is rife with such issues, but I've boxed many a drug cheat. I've took home money from fighting them drug cheats, and I think that probably nulls and void any argument I may have about them. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be very hypocritical for me to complain about them and then take money home about them from fighting them. You know, so it is what it is. This is boxing. This is what it is, and I fight full well knowing all about that. Tony Yoka's ban's been upheld. Fantastic news, Tony. Can't wait to welcome you back. That's the fight I would like again one day. Yeah, I have nothing to say on that really. You know, what can you say? This is boxing.
You mentioned Yoka. Is that just out of revenge?
Yeah. I feel that night is the one night in boxing. Dylan Whyte beat me fair and square. Luis Ortiz beat me fair and square. Lenroy Thomas beat me. It was close in Sheffield. I thought I would get it, but I have no complaints whatsoever about it. He beat me. Tony Yoka beat me, and I feel that night it wasn't fair. Not the result of the fight was unfair. He punched from pillar to post, but it was unfair, and it bothers me very much. So that is, I'd love to have that fight again one day. Will I ever be good enough to beat Tony Yoka? I'm not sure. I'll have to punch him in his mouth. So yeah.
A lot of fights out there for you. Like we've mentioned so many names.
Yeah. You know, beat Lucas Browne. There's big fights. I'm a realist. You don't beat Lucas Browne, what happens? I can still be in good fights in the away corner. The only thing with me being involved in big fights is I'm either in the home corner or I'm in the away corner. I've got 2 years left in the sport. That's what I've given myself. That's what I said to my family. 2 years. There was the Bracamonte fight, and they said, David, like, we don't want you to keep doing this forever. The Yoka fight. Most of my career's not been long, so that's why I still feel pretty fresh. But I want to get out of the sport with my good looks, whatever my looks were when I came into it. I want to leave with them. I want to leave with the same amount of brain cells. So yeah.
So you're not going past 30?
I don't want to go past 28 ideally. I ideally want to win the things I want to win, make the money I want to make, and be gone out of it, and be involved in boxing in another capacity, be it media or training or whatever else. And go and do some other stuff. I've got loads of stuff I want to do. Loads of things.
Such as?
Loads of things. I was starting an 8-week course, being a mental health. It's a mental health thingy. I don't know what it is. It's on my phone. Like a little course about that. I want to get involved in working with people with them problems, similar to whatever I may or may not. What you know what I mean? Whatever. I don't like talking about it, but yeah, I want to get involved in that and start working with people. Certain things, but anyway, I want to do everything. I want to do all sorts. I want to get involved with lots of things. I don't want boxing to be all I ever did when I laid down when I'm 107 years old and I'm about to go. I don't want my life just to be in boxing. I want to do lots of things.
I've even seen you being linked with Povetkin.
I don't want to fight Povetkin.
Fair enough.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I'll let him get a little bit older. Yeah, I've been linked with all sorts. Everyone thought I was boxing Usyk last night. I was like, nah, you know what? Everything you see on the internet is not true. And then it's the truth.
What are these Usyk rumours?
I've never heard anything about it. Although I just sent Eddie a message and said, look, if you're struggling to find someone for Usyk, I'll do it. You know.
How do you think he does at heavyweight?
I think he does really well. I think he's fantastic. He's one of the best fighters on the planet. And when he's cutting weight to make cruiserweight, he has to be. He's getting in the ring when he's fighting at cruiserweight at 15.5 stone. 15.5 stone Usyk, for me, beats everybody. That's not a top 5 heavyweight. That's how good he is. Got to be. I think Gassier's moving up as well. He's going to be dangerous.
Oh, is he?
I think so. Fuck's sake. You know, yeah, it's difficult. But at the same time, there are great fights out there. And I'm genuinely not scared to fight any man at all. Box anybody.
Kuzmin, another name.
Yeah, Kuzmin. That's. I will box anybody, as you know. But you know, I guess at this stage, I've got to be a little bit smarter about what I do and who I fight. And I care about money these days as well now. I want to have babies and that soon. Ready for that part of my life. So I'm being a little bit smarter. Yeah, not going to stop the childishness yet, but definitely looking at life a little bit differently than maybe I did previously, even a few months ago.
Sounds all very positive.
Yeah, everything's good. You know, you never know with me. Things change on a daily basis, so you never know. Yeah, I'm just ready to crack on now with 2019. Going to proper camp a week of Saturday, I believe. Speak to Eddie again this week. Get things definitely sorted, and we're good to go.
Let's talk a little bit about your mate Dylan Whyte.
Yep.
You've seen the rumours about him joining PBC?
Yeah, you know, Dylan Whyte has got to do what's best for Dylan Whyte. I think Eddie Hearn, given the platform to watch on pay-per-view twice, he brought him back from the Joshua defeat. Dylan Whyte is the most improved fighter on the planet for me.
What, across all weights?
Oh, it's got to be. Unbelievable. From the Joshua fight, he was in poor condition and technically he wasn't brilliant. And I thought I would beat him. I boxed him 7 months after and I thought I would beat him due to the fight, due to the Joshua fight. Improved then. And then after he boxed me, he's 100 times the fighter he was since he boxed me. Yeah. He's put all the hard work in himself, him, Mark Tibbs, the management team, he's got the whole team around him. But Eddie's got to have a bit of credit for that as well. So I expect him to stay with Matchroom. I hope. I'm really happy for him. Proud of him and happy for him, what he's achieved and what he's done.
Him and Klitschko are linked. He's ruled that out. What do you make of potentially Klitschko returning?
Yeah, that's good. These heavyweight, brilliant. Dave Allen from Doncaster, eyeing up Klitschko. I like the sound of that. Let's get that in the free press. Let's get that in the free press. Yeah, it's brilliant. If Klitschko feels he's got something left, if he's anywhere near as good as he was, he's still going to be a top 10 man, surely. Why not? Bring them all back. I want to box Holyfield at Wembley. Apparently, someone said.
I see that.
Yeah, so it's good. I'd welcome Klitschko back because I know he lives the life. He'll be in great shape. He'll still be. He'll not be as good as he was, but he'll still have something to bring if he comes back. Yeah, I'd welcome him back to the fold. Not personally welcome him back to the ring fighting him, but I'd welcome him back as a fan, from a fan perspective. Yeah, why not?
Who would you like Klitschko to box?
Klitschko. I'd like Klitschko to come back in a really easy job to start with. Why not the Joshua rematch? The first fight was brilliant. Why not? Klitschko for me, like I said, is still better than everyone apart from the top three. Apart from Wilder, Fury, Joshua, Klitschko is the most recognisable name out there.
What about him and Wilder?
Yeah, I'd watch that for definite. I wouldn't fancy him in Fury again. First fight wasn't great. Tyson pretty comprehensively, but you got to welcome all to the fold. And if Gassiev and Usyk both moving up there, 2 more, I believe can have it with anybody, all of them. So heavyweight division's in great shape at the minute, which is good for me as a fan and bad for me as a fighter. Yeah, I guess in a way. If I want to get up there, then it is. But yeah, it's good.
There's so many names we actually haven't mentioned. You've got Joe Joyce, Hergovich, Daniel Dubois, Gorman, Huey Fury, Pulev.
You know, I forget about certain names because I know that I'm more than likely not going to box them. I do on another channel or whatever. But there's so many of them. Joe Joyce, I think, is handful for anybody. I think he's.
Can he beat Ortiz?
I'm not sure. Possibly. Joe Joyce can beat anybody. If Joe Joyce gets past the 4th round of any heavyweight in the world, I'm giving him a very good chance of winning. Do you know what I mean? He's susceptible to getting it early on, but then again, you have to be very good to do that. You know, Joe Joyce is fucking. I was offered the Joyce fight actually.
When was this?
For February. I was offered that. Obviously 6 weeks notice.
He's boxing Stevone.
Yeah. I think it was a feeler. I don't know if it was an offer. It was a feeler. The Stevone fight is good value with his name, but like you said, I just seen your face there. Is it really good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Stevone's got. Stevone's more than likely going to come in looking like me, you know. So yeah, Joyce is a handful. Gorman's a fantastic fighter. Dubois, brilliant. Dubois is a fighter that really makes me tingly inside.
Whereabouts?
In my bum hole area. It's a fight I like. I'd love the Dubois fight one day, if that's possible. Really excites me. I won't fight Gorman. I really like him.
Good mates, aren't you?
Yeah, really good mates. If they're going to pay me a lot of money and that, I'll give him a crack. But yeah, the Dubois fight excites me. There's Hergovich. There's numerous of them. There's I'm on Boxer all the time. Like who the fuck is this? Who's this young kid here from the Czech Republic? You know, it's really good. I want to see Gorman Dubois.
How do you think it goes?
I don't know, because I think Nathan can outbox him. I think it'll be pretty similar to Fury Wilder. Similar-ish. I think Dubois is a much better boxer than Wilder. I think Dubois is a very good boxer. I think he's technically spot on. I don't think he hits as hard as people think. So yeah, I like Dubois. Dubois. Yes. If Frank Warren wants to pay me enough money, he can make that happen at some point after the Browne fight if he wants.
What would Eddie think of you boxing on a BT show?
You know what? As long as I beat him, it'll be alright, won't it? No, you know, we've got a little plan together with Eddie and beat Browne. I'm really excited. Well, I'm talking like Browne's happening. It's not 100% done, but yeah. Things are all good, Umar. Nice to meet you in this environment. It's been lovely.
Met you once before.
When it was Nick Webb, yeah, but me and Nick Webb were just talking to each other, so I didn't actually get to talk to you.
No, you didn't.
But yeah, hello everyone. It's been a while.
Should we go on Twitter?
I'm ready. I've seen it. I'm ready for it.
So I haven't.
It'll be about the biscuits in the bill, I imagine.
I haven't read what the questions are. Oh yeah, one more thing actually, just from the weekend. Did you, obviously, I'm assuming you watched Pacquiao Browne?
I watched half it and I fell asleep. Yeah, it's in the post-fight interview.
Yeah, what did you make of that?
Browne is Browner. Browne has grown up in his environment. I've grown up in my environment, and we're very different people, and he's not really one I can warm to. Do you know what I mean? We're just different people, and I watch it and I just think I don't like it. It turns me off. But I guess it'll keep him in the public eye. It'll get him another big fight, I guess. So more power to him.
Fair enough. Right, let's go through these. Hopefully there's nothing too inappropriate. Right, this is from Strainer 1892. Do you think you could survive on SAS Who Dares Wins?
No. I don't like being told what to do. I like to eat. I don't really like to exercise. I probably struggle with that.
Andrew Butterworth, how did he feel honestly about the criticism he got after his last fight?
Yeah, you know, the thing with me is I can take criticism, constructive criticism. I don't mind it. I think take it very well. But I'm very self-aware. I know what's true about myself. I know what's not true. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. So if it's constructive criticism, if it's you're a fat cunt, then it's like, well, yeah, it's water off a duck's back. You're going to be constructive criticism with me. I'll listen to it all day, you know. Some people know what they're about. Some people haven't got a clue. And I can distinguish between the two as well, you know. But if you're kind-hearted with whatever you're saying, if you know what you're saying, if you don't, then I'll listen to it, you know.
Pingu 1913.
Pingu. Love Pingu.
Who would Dave Allen snog, marry, or bin out of Susan Boyle, Katie Hopkins, or Michelle McManus?
Funnily enough, Kate Hopkins, I think she's alright. I think she's very attractive.
We talking about the same Katie Hopkins?
Kate Hopkins, the one who took that bird who talks all the time.
Mm.
I think, yeah, I'd go for a whale, like, yeah. I'd marry probably Michelle McManus, looks like she can cook. Probably avoid Susan Boyle, might give her a sympathy finger. Can I say that?
You can say what you want.
Well, sorry, Susan. Well, I'm not sorry, I don't know how you're going to take that.
Do you reckon she'll be watching this?
Well, if she does watch it, Susan, you know where I'm at.
Austin Farrell. If he could have 3 fights back to back, then had to stop fighting, who would they be? I know 2 of them, Browne and Price.
I'd go Browne, Price, Miller. Yeah, for me.
Who's the easiest one out of them 3?
Browne. Yeah, that's why he's first.
Yeah.
None are easy though. None are easy at all.
What a weird question this is from Michael John Taylor. Could he knock out Anthony Yard?
Could I knock out Anthony Yard? I wouldn't be very confident about it. I think he's a very good fighter. I think the UMAR is a step in the right direction in terms of upping his competition.
But it's a light heavyweight.
Yeah, he's a very good light heavyweight, and light heavyweight is horrible. I've spotted a lot of them that are good. Anthony Yard. People think I don't like him. I don't like him. I want to see how good he is.
Why don't people think you like him?
Because I'm very negative about him. I'm very negative about his competition. I'm not negative about him. I'm negative about the fights he's been taking. I think the UMAR fight's good. I hope he's the real deal. Why would I not? I hope every time I watch boxing, I want to see great boxing and people put on great performances and have great fights. I don't wish anyone to lose or look bad at all.
Tony Yoka.
Fuck Tony Yoka.
987_Sean. Top 5 biscuits.
Rich tea, number 1. Digestive, number 2. What we're calling a biscuit? Is a Twix a biscuit?
No.
Not a biscuit.
It's
It's
a
chocolate
chocolate
bar,
bar,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah, I would say the same. So we're going to go rich tea, digestive, anise, them circle ones with patterns in with sugar in the middle. Jammy Dodger?
Biscuit.
Jammy Dodger. There we go, top 5. There you go.
Bosh. Rob Elliott. Who's your favourite boxer?
Currently, Fury or Frampton.
Do you think Frampton will carry on?
If he's financially able not to, I would prefer him not to. I don't think he needs to.
Why is he your favourite?
He does great impressions of people. I met him, he's a nice fella, and he probably my favourite before. I think he's a really good fighter. The Warrington fight was exceptional. Warrington's just, yeah, brilliant. Frampton, yeah, I really like it. I met him when I got to meet him and play table tennis with him. I let him beat me, as I'm such a big fan. And yeah, nice fella, really nice. I like him. And Fury, obviously, a big fan of Fury.
Southgate_Matt. Have you been contacted by Iron Brew for a sponsorship deal? And if not, have you moved on to Tango?
I've not been contacted by Iron Brew. I just like Iron Brew. I've not drunk it for a while. I'm off the fizzy pop. That was the first change I had to make. Get off the fizzy pop. Even though I wasn't in training or in camp, I had to get off the fizzy pop. But no, they didn't. But Babe Station got in touch that time. And I'm not going to top it. Iron Brew wouldn't top it. I don't think if Pepsi came on board and offered me £1 million, it'd top that. I can still smell it now.
This is a really strange question. Jason Peters, what flavour pot noodle and would he like to fight in the USA? Why would he put that in?
I don't like pot. I've never had a pot noodle. I've never ate pizza. I've never had a kebab. I don't like them.
What do you eat?
What do I eat? No. Well, when I'm being naughty, when I'm naughty, I like a KFC. Oh. Well, I like a Sunday dinner. When I eat a Sunday dinner, what you would have as a Sunday dinner, I would probably have 3 or 4 of them on one plate. I'm a big portioner. Fizzy pop. But I've never had a kebab, I've never had a pizza.
It's like a Chinese?
I've never had a pot noodle. I like a bit of duck.
I love crispy duck.
Yeah, I love a duck.
Banging.
I've never had Indian, I've never had Mexican. Never tried them. I like plain. Very plain man though. Very plain. I don't like tomato sauce. I don't like brown sauce.
Like Nando's?
I like Nando's. Plain though. I'm not into like fancy bollocks with all sauce and that. I'm not into sauce. I think it's too fancy. Like knife and fork, overrated. Knife and fork, sauce. Not for me.
What do you normally have for breakfast?
When I'm training, I have an omelette. I'm having an omelette lately. Porridge. But if I'm not training, I To be honest, lately, I don't know if you can tell it myself, my skin's a lot better. Been eating a lot better. I didn't used to have breakfast. I wouldn't usually eat till about 4 in the afternoon. That was the first time I would eat. But then between 4 and bedtime, it's on. Do you know what I mean? It's on.
Matt Langley 20, dream venue to have a fight in.
The Keatmoat Stadium, Doncaster football ground. I'd love to fill that one day. A big fight.
Do you watch them a lot?
I've never watched them. Not even a Donny Rovers fan. I'd love to fill the Keatmoat full of Doncaster people and a few, obviously a few others. I guess I'm a Wolverhampton Wanderers fan. My sister's husband and his family are big fans, so I guess I've kind of just got involved in being a Wolves fan. I used to be a United fan as a kid. I was a big football fan as a kid. I could name you probably every squad for every team in the Premier League around 99 to 2004. Not so much anymore. Yeah.
Gone off it completely?
Gone off it, yeah, for years. When Ronaldo left the Premier League, I stopped watching it for years. Yeah.
Okay. I think we already know the answer to that one. Elias Gaskin. Would you do an Ultimate Warrior ring entrance with music, armbands and full makeup?
I'd probably be gasping by the time I watched the ring if I was doing that. If it were at Wembley, by the time I've run 200 yards, I'd be finished, I'd be done. I love wrestling now, as everyone knows. From 99 to 2002, WWF, which turned into WWE, I think, at that time. The greatest era of wrestling. Fantastic, I love it.
Okay, this is very critical, but I'm going to say it. UK Boxing 1, when are you going to get a proper team and training camp put together, i.e. S&C coach, nutritionist, a proper diet? Want to see you do well, but you're a very frustrating man to support.
No, like I always say, I understand and accept anyone's grievances, and they don't bother me, because I always say to people, the truth cannot hurt you. I don't believe so. I understand what he's saying, and others similar to what they say. This time, it literally is a case of Eddie has actually rung me and said, look, this is we're going to put a proper team together. It's not a case of, yeah, David, you're going to do it. Obviously, I had a nutritionist last time and other stuff. You can eat your nutritionist's food, and then it's a case of, then it's a case of maybe going to the shop and eating dinner on top of it. You know what I mean? It's sacrifice and personal choices, and I don't always make the best ones. I never profess to be perfect, but I'm not really trying. I know Joshua says I'm not perfect, but I'm trying, or whatever. Yeah. I'm not perfect, I'm not trying, but we'll see. I just want everyone just to, if you want to judge me, let's wait till April, because I have every intention of being in proper shape, and I can tell I'm on a diet already because I'm not my usual happy self. So I'm fucking starving. I want sugar.
Last one out of questions from on Twitter, Andy Bass. Do you think you get too much attention compared to more successful boxers at higher levels who have actually got more notable achievements? What's more important, the sport or the business?
Well, that's not my fault though. People say that, and how can that be my fault? That's not my fault. There's numerous world champions out there, better fighters than me. And people say, oh, well, they train they train harder than you, they should be on pay-per-view, they should be doing what you're doing. Well, you know what? 95% of them people that train harder than me still aren't as good as me when I don't train. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most fighters, a lot of fighters, most professional boxers, people think you're a professional boxer. I have this conversation all the time. You're a professional boxer, you must be good. Well, no, love, not really. Because I know professional boxers who can't hold the fucking hands up, but they can sell a few tickets and the journeyman moves them around. And that's the truth of the business, is what it is. So 95% of them aren't as good as me. I'm not saying I'm a world beater, but 95% of them aren't as good as me, and they wouldn't beat the fighters I've beaten. Granted, they're not. I'm not beating anyone world class or anywhere remote, but I've beat some decent fighters that just be good to beat. So don't come at me and say, well, he should be on this because he trains hard. No, it ain't about training hard. It's about A, and most importantly, putting bums on seats. B, A1 is that. A2 is people watching at home. And then it's a case of how good you are second. And that's just how boxing works. This isn't football. If it was football, you know what I mean? Maybe I'd be playing football. Give me a team, Blackburn Rovers. But I'm not. I'm Matchroom and Sky, which is Man United, and but it ain't football. because football, you have to be in the top 11 to get in that team. If you ain't the best centre half, 1 or 2 best centre halves, you ain't in the team. Boxing ain't like that. Boxing different. It's a business. You got to sell tickets and people want to watch you, and that's how it works. And I'm really sorry if that offends people and offends other boxers that feel they're better than me and not getting the opportunity. I can only apologise for it, but that's just life and how it's worked out for me. I never aimed to do that. It just happened.
Right, just one last topic before we wrap this up. Not in the heavyweight scene. I just want to ask you as a fan, the whole Amir Khan Crawford Brooks situation.
I think Khan Crawford's good. I think Crawford's the best fighter on the planet. I think he's better than Lomachenko. I argue about this often. I think Crawford's the best boxer in the world. Credit to Khan for taking it. I don't think you have any complaints if you're a Brook fan that he's took it. I'm a Kell Brook fan, not a massive Khan fan. But Khan dropped some balls on him, hasn't he? He's got some bollocks on him for definite. I respect Khan, he always takes a hard fight. I don't know about money and whatever he would have got for a fight with Crawford and Kell. I don't know, but can't knock him. I think Crawford beats him. I think he possibly stops him. And the only thing I want to say on the whole situation is, if Crawford knocks Khan out, the Brook Khan fight can slap him, but don't make it pay-per-view, because it ain't pay-per-view in a million years if Crawford knocks
not
Khan.
like that.
No, I'm not bothered. That's the truth of it. If Crawford knocks Khan out, how can it be pay-per-view? It's impossible. So if Khan beats Crawford, fantastic. Kell gets a good win, then it's pay-per-view. Sell Wembley out of it, because it'd be worth it if he beats Crawford and Kell gets a good win. But if Khan loses to Crawford, he's finished as a fighter of that magnitude, in my opinion.
Kell Brook, they're saying he's going to fight Jesse Vargas. Can he beat Vargas?
I think it's an hard fight. What weight is that at? Welterweight, is it?
147.
147? Not sure. Vargas is good. I know Kell's actually talented. I've watched him in the gym. I've trained with him for years. Beat Porter. Brilliant. But at this point, they went down to 147. It's a good fight in Vargas. I'm not sure. I would have been massively confident that he beats him. I would hope he beats him, but I would be massively confident. I think Kell's had a good career, made a lot of money, and he won a world title, but I think it's a case of maybe he should have achieved more, because that's how talented I think he is, or he was, or he is, but don't know, we'll see.
I like hearing your analysis on other things in boxing.
Well, the difference between me and most is I'll tell it how it is, and I'm not really arsed, because it's only the truth. Like, people talk about me, people say negative things about me, but if they deem it in their hearts of hearts to be true, or I know it to be true, then that's fine. You can't upset me about it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's that, and I think that's why people like me, and that's why I continue to be like that. And when I'm hungry, been dieting, the truth will come out more and more. So the closer that I get to this fight, the bigger my beard will get big, my hair will get long, and my tongue will get nasty. So yeah, no, I don't have anything bad to say about anyone in particular, but just say things how I see them, I guess.
Yoka.
Yeah, fuck Tony Yoka. Not happy with him at all. But yeah. Been
Right,
nice,
Dave.
been lovely. Really enjoyed it.
Have you
That's
got anything
killing.
to give away?
Well, anything to give away? To be honest, the only thing I can see is my Stone Island coat. But if you give me a minute, probably not. Let me have a look in my bag. I'm scared to death what I'm going to pull out of this. What can I give away? I'm not sure, to be honest. I very much doubt there is anything that anyone would want. Give me a clue. I've got some signed gloves that I need to send back from over a year ago. So,
T-shirt or...
you know what?
If you sign something, then...
Got a pack of 4 Simpson socks, so I only took one out of the thing. What else have I got in here? Got a slipper.
Leave that in there.
Some jeans. You never know what might happen. Got a top that Gary Cornish gave me in 2015. No, nobody wants that, right? Yeah, I'll give some away. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it to you at some point.
Well, it's up to you.
In the autumn of 2021, you will get it. They will receive it. Yeah, I'm very happy to do that. Just the next time I see you, which will be April, that is probably when I'll be able to give it to them, to you.
What about 2 tickets?
They can do that.
They hashtag an interview.
Yeah, if it's at Wembley, they won't be able to see anything with the 40-pounders, but you can have them.
What are we hashtagging it?
We'll hashtag it.
Papi de la Wembley.
Papi de la Wembley. Can I tell you what you want? Yeah, that's fine by me. Can do that. 2 tickets. £40 tickets. Now we'll see. The lucky winner will get something good. Depends what they want. The lucky winner gets a choice of asking me what they want. They can ask me for whatever they want, and then it's up for me to say yes or no. That is what the winner will get. The winner will get me to follow them if I don't already, and they can say, well, this is what I want. If that's a glove, if that's a t-shirt, if that's whatever, me and Umar will get that sorted and across to you.
We will do. Alright, this has been Umar Ahmed for IFL TV with Dave Allen. Last message for Lucas Browne, what happens to him?
This is to Lucas Browne. Hi Lucas, hope you're very well, hope you're training well, can't wait to fight you. Brilliant. Also to the people who watched that and I've not sent your glove back yet, that I've not signed, it's coming at some point. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, had a busy day. Thank you.
Signing out.